My daughter's sleeping finally. My son is content, and so hi everybody. How y'all doing? I'm thriving during this time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am in extreme gratitude for everything that I am blessed with right now, given the current circumstances in the world. All right. I have a lot of notes here. This is from a video that I watched. I actually posted it a couple days ago, and I found it very intriguing. And Dolores Cannon is a hypnotherapist. She's been studying, well, she's recently deceased, but she's been studying hypnotherapy in the subconscious mind for decades before our science even began to catch up to it. I actually had a QHHT session, quantum healing hypnosis therapy session, done by somebody who was trained by her. And I intend to go back very soon and have another one done. Now that I'm like further along in my spiritual journey, I think that I would take to it better or whatever. But anyway, so I'm going to go through my notes. I'm kind of nervous because I don't know why, but this is, I believe this is truth. This is what I believe is actually happening in the world. It's obvious that we've been lied to. Take it if it resonates with you. If it doesn't, I've been trying to piece this puzzle together. Seek the truth, right? Seek and you shall find. I don't think it's limited to one book. And this is what I think is happening. We are coming into a new earth. The Bible talks about this. It's the Great Awakening. So this is how to break free from the matrix. We create our reality. What is happening now is an attempt to hide the true nature of our reality. This is very obvious. We know that the system, the cabal, the deep state, whatever you want to call it, there are forces that have been controlling us. The veil, bringing current attention to the fact that we must lift it. Parts of this may seem disturbing, but this is ultimately for our good. We are being liberated. So the planet is currently being liberated. It might not look like it, but all of this is happening for a purpose, right? I wrote here a note, JFK, he actually, before he was assassinated, a week before JFK was assassinated, he said, "There's a plot in this nation to enslave every man, woman, and child, and before I leave office, I intend to expose it." And a week later, he was assassinated. I'll say that again. There's a plot in this nation to enslave every man, woman, and child, and before I leave office, I intend to expose of it. So we've been enslaved. We've been controlled, conditioned, programmed for a very long time. Law of polarity, I'm going to mention that real quick. She mentions everything has two poles, two sides. Example, black and white, good and bad, evil, light and dark, right? So we've been living on the dark side, wars, poverty, sickness, and we think this is normal. And it's been blinding us, all right? So we've been focused on the dark for so long, we forgot about the light. And it is out there, and it is coming back right now, and it will win. So if this sounds crazy to any of you, oh well, I don't care. This is my path, and I need to walk it and get this message out there. So, and if you think I'm crazy, I challenge you to come with some information as to what all of this exactly is. Because look at human beings, look at everything around you. Like, it's incredible. It's, how can we explain this? We can't, right? Anyway, so we're told in the Bible as well, we fight not against flesh and blood, but against spiritual forces in high places, right? So what does that mean? People conveniently kind of leave that out. They, get into all the savior stuff. Yeah, someone's going to come and save us and all that stuff, but they forget this is a spiritual battle, and we're so focused on the material world. Anyway, open your eyes to dissolve the veil. So we got to open our eyes, people. We got to wake the flock up. We got to wake the flock up and take our power back. They use things like predictive programming. It's the use of movies, mental priming, The Simpsons, different TV shows, Back to the Future. There are things in them that mentally prime our subconscious mind to get us to like be more easily accepting of things that are to come. There's even in a Simpsons episode, they mentioned the coronavirus back decades ago. Okay. Operation Mockingbird, the CIA, they influence media. So the media is owned by like 6 corporations, and they only show us what they want us to see, nothing more, nothing less. They keep us in the dark. My notes are a little bit crazy, but I mentioned here Event 201, something to do with the coronavirus and like Madonna's typewriter, or not Madonna's, Tom Hanks, his typewriter. He like posted that he travels with his typewriter, and it just so happened to say Corona on it and then 201 on the bottom, and that's a whole nother thing. Like, yeah, guys, there's just, we've been living through the age of deception. We're now coming into the Great Awakening. People are going to wake up and see that we're being lied to. So it's apocalypse, right? The ascension period, the apocalypse. Apocalypse is actually Greek for the great revealing. So the truth is coming out right now. The truth is coming to the light. Dolores Cannon. So she, again, was a hypnotherapist. She did like sessions on hundreds of people, and they all had the same like story about as the afterlife and what happens after death. And they all had the same story as well. She would ask them, why are you here? And they all say they came here for the Great Awakening, for this massive shift that Earth is making. So right now our DNA is changing. Adults have to catch up. Kids that are coming in are born with the DNA. Our DNA is living, breathing biological software. It's information, okay? We are in the matrix. It's numbers, patterns, and codes. It's like a program. We've been infected with a virus that has been controlling our minds for a very, very long time. So we're working on deleting that virus, getting rid of it, and creating a new virus, a new program in our minds, because we're running off of our subconscious programming, guys. 95% of what we do is just habitual, okay? We're truly amazing, intricate, complexly made, and this is so much more than we have been told. So 3D, we're moving from a 3rd dimension of consciousness to a 5D level of consciousness, and our frequency and vibration has to change. So we are energy, frequency, and vibration. Nikola Tesla says this. When you think of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. We are energy. We are 99.9% empty space. We are particles vibrating on different frequencies. Think of a fan. When a fan is still, all right, you can see it looks like separate pieces, but when it starts moving or vibrating, it looks like one solid object, right? That's us. 99.9% empty space, particles vibrating. So our vibration, our frequency has to change to move to this new dimension. This is the first time ever in the universe that anything like this has ever taken place, that a planet is moving to another dimension. An entire planet is moving to another dimension. If you want to go with you, my notes are kind of sloppy here. Your vibe and frequency has to change, and it doesn't happen overnight. It's gradual. So this awakening, it says it's been happening since like 2003, or the DNA upgrades and all that, right? And the resonance from the sun right now that's coming in, the gamma rays and all that stuff, is like the most intense it's ever been in history ever. And light carries information, and the light that's coming in is upgrading our DNA. So we've been acclimating to the new frequency for quite a while already. We take our physical bodies to the new earth. And then I guess she says when we're there for a while, we're going to eventually have light bodies. Okay. Our DNA is going from carbon-based DNA to crystalline DNA. Those that are stuck in negativity will stay with what they created. Karma. So there's people who aren't going to move to the new earth. They'll be left behind. This is like the rapture that people talk about in the Bible or whatever. They'll be left behind in the sense, I want to mention, because the 3rd dimension and the 5th dimension are superimposed right now. So they're like over top of one another. And so you can experience and go between the two very quickly. Hence, a lot of people who are experiencing spiritual awakenings right now are like a hot mess and are going back and forth. And the important thing is to keep your vibrations high right now if you want to make this shift, right? And again, it had to be like a gradual thing. You're either there or you're not pretty much right now. Because if you're stuck in the lower vibrational energies, I don't know if, yeah. Guys, it's like a freaking movie here. I have no idea, like, what is going on. I mean, I've been talking about this stuff for years, and now I'm seeing, like, stuff happen, and it's freaking nuts. So, but those still stuck in negativity can't raise their vibrations fast enough, is what Dolores Cannon says. So, the new and old Earth are superimposed, like I said. So it looks like nothing, might look like nothing's happening. You say, I can still see like all this stuff going on, the coronavirus, people are dying, blah, blah, blah. You can get sucked into that story. You can turn on the news and get programmed into thinking that's the only thing going on, or and stick with that narrative, or you can believe that this is happening for good. You know, like the Bible says, all things are working together for good. So is that your world? Watch the news, get caught up, and make it your world. Easy to jump between the two right now because they are superimposed. So one is right over the other. So choices. Which end will you end up on? Thoughts create your world. You choose your reality with your choices. So the choices you make right now are extremely important. I had some notes. Where's my other little notebook? What did I do with it? I was sitting on it, really. I had some notes in here too. It's probably going to backtrack. I don't know, but so we're in it now. We are moving out of enslavement. Do you sense something's going on? I know a lot of you do, right? Are you hearing things that shake the foundation of what you think or thought you know? Start questioning. The more you do, the more you will awaken. You might be experiencing some symptoms, sudden emotions, mental fogginess, synchronicities, wanting to speak your truth, your ears ringing, dizziness, increased intuition, prayer, meditation being prioritized, changes in diet. I know my diet changed within the last year for sure. I started eating healthier, more organic. I cut out like red meat and pork, and it's because our bodies need to be lighter to make this ascension, to make this move. That's what she was saying. Your bodies must become lighter. So pork holds you down. You got to eat live foods, fresh fruits and vegetables, right? We all know fresh fruits and vegetables are good for us. She briefly, in the video talks about NESARA and GESARA, the new financial systems that we could potentially be moving into. They were, created by great minds of the 20th and 21st century. They're to create new financial systems, to reset the planet Earth, the government, and humanity on a sustainable foundation. So NESARA is the National Economic Security and Reaffirmment Act, and GESARA is the Global Economic Security and Reaffirmment Act. So it would offer things like debt forgiveness, return to constitutional law, disclosure of extraterrestrial life, because we all know that it's out there. Like, no, not everyone does, but I'm pretty sure, like, we're not the only ones here. Like, what is this place? What is this? You know, they've had us truly dumbed down living in this matrix. We're so much more than we've been taught. We have so much power to create our reality, and praise God, we're coming into a new time. I'm really excited about it. I'm a little nervous and scared, as you can probably tell, because I'm still kind of stepping into all this, stepping into the unknown for sure, because it goes against everything you're taught. You really have to question everything that you've been taught and have an open mind, be willing to relearn, because anyway, these new financial programs, NESARA, GESARA, they're going to offer a new currency, reinstate universal peace and justice, suppressed technology is going to be made available. There's all kinds of technology. You know, they've been experimenting with extraterrestrials. They have Area 51. They have all the things, you know. And then, yes, there are extraterrestrials, and they have been trying to contact us through, like, crop circles and stuff like that. And especially since, like, they set off an atomic bomb. I don't know, like, I forget how long ago, and it actually disrupted, like, other dimensions, and so they had to, like, come here. They were, like, trying not to. They had to intervene because it was actually messing with their atmosphere in the other dimensions. So, all All right, so after this change, that the Nasara and Jasara are going to establish peace between nations as well. So David Wilcox, he's on Gaia. He talks about all this stuff. He says, after this change, ultimately everyone will live like billionaires in the new world. It's going to be like the new Atlantis or the new Lemuria. Like those we're told that those are like myths. Lemuria, Atlantis, you know, the Greek gods and goddesses and all this stuff, they're all myths. No, it was real. They were thriving civilizations that were super, super, super spiritually advanced. And yeah, so spread love and compassion, and let's propel ourselves into the new reality. So no matter where you are in your journey, we're all in this together. The virus is in our minds, is being brought to the light and cleansed, and it will soon be forgotten. So welcome to the new earth. It's already here, guys. That's why it's so important to remain in love and gratitude and high vibrations, because we don't want to get stuck on the old earth. I want to level up. I want to create, you know, do the things that I'm saying. Have my group Making Dreams Reality. Either I'm crazy or I'm really making my dreams reality. So I don't know, but I'm seeing it manifest. I'm seeing this stuff work in my life as I learn it and apply it. And look at what's happening around us. If you can explain to me what the hell is actually going on and then prove that I'm crazy, I'll hear you out. But I've been doing a lot of research, and when you start to really piece it together, it makes a lot of sense. And so I had some other notes in here and I lost my place now. So I guess forget about those. Because I had the pen in there. No, they were kind of important, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, guys, I hope that you are all doing well. I'm not going to keep searching for these. And I hope that it resonates with you and made some sense. I don't know if there's any comments here. Let me see. No comments. I swear, like, that seemed really short. I totally thought that it was going to be longer. The important thing to remember, guys, is to remain in love right now, because we are shifting. It's already here, okay? So the old systems are crumbling. Really? I got all kinds of notes in here, guys. Like, this is all I've been doing, is just watching things and learning and growing, expanding. Oh, here we go. This is, oh no, that's the other live that I want to do. 12 methods to unplug from the matrix. These are all my notes on that. I'm going to be doing that. Look for that in the next couple of days. Our bodies are capable of healing themselves, guys. It's a note that I have in there, which they totally are. Our minds can heal ourselves. It's the placebo effect. You can give someone a sugar pill and then you give someone the medicine, and they both have the same effect. You don't tell them it's a sugar pill. You say it's medicine, and they believe it's medicine. And so the placebo effect, they actually end up healing themselves through the power of their mind. It's incredible. Oh, here we go. So I'm going to go through this part real quick. Couple notes here from Aaron Dowdy. He's awesome. Follow him on YouTube. He talks about the shift that's happening, the elite collapse, waking up to media control, and then disclosure is going to happen somewhere in the near future. Everything is going to come out, guys. I do not fear because I am aware of the truth. It's because I am aware of the truth that I do not fear. So it's so amazing. I'm thriving through this. I'm like, what is actually going on out there? I don't want anything to do with that. I want to create a new world. That's been my mission. I'm on a mission to change the world one person at a time. And I started with myself. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. I don't know what this is anymore, but I'm like, I just know I got to keep going. Keep going. Keep freaking going. Speak my truth. Remain in love. Remain in gratitude. Step into my power. Because, guys, we have freaking power. We do. We can actually change. We have the power to change our lives. We have the power to change the world. We need to wake the flock up. Okay? And the more of us that wake up, we raise our consciousness, we're going to bring this new earth. You don't want to be left behind, guys. So let's do the damn thing. All right. That was for my other. Due to, oh, this was part of it. The mainstream propaganda narrative, anything not part of it is labeled conspiracy theory. So anything that goes against their narrative, the story that they're trying to feed the masses, they label conspiracy theory to make us look bad. But they will become evident and normal as the collective consciousness evolves, and it always does, because that's human beings evolve. That's what happens. Civilizations rise and fall as it was before, so shall it be again. There's nothing new under the sun. Civilizations rise and fall. Like, guys, look at the buildings, the Egyptians and the Sumerians and the Babylonians and the Aztecs and the Incas. Look at all their stuff, like, still standing thousands and thousands of years later, and all the beautiful statues and artwork and things that they had, and we're told that they were like, so they were not advanced. It's bullshit. It's all bullshit. So we are constantly evolving, right? So there are many that are awake to the systemic corruption and social engineering. Yet many of those people haven't opened to the esoteric aspects of life. I know many, many, many of those who, yeah, they know about vaccines. Yeah, they know about the food. Yes, they know about chemtrails and they know, but they are still stuck in religious dogma and that side, because, guys, I believe religion as well was man-made and it's a bullshit lie. A lot of it, well, no, I take that back. There's truth in all religions, right? So, but a lot of it, you gotta have discernment. You gotta have, I don't know. I could be wrong. All I know is I know nothing at all. This is just my opinion from my research, and as I apply these things to my life, how I'm seeing change, and all I want to do is serve the world. And so if that's wrong, then I don't want to be right. But yeah, like, so I'm going to say that again because I really like it. Many are awake to the systemic corruption and social engineering, but those haven't opened to the esoteric aspects of life. It's due to misconception of religion, so it clouds perception of information relating to spirituality and closes them off, rationalizing the world through this understanding. So yeah, there's a lot of people stuck in that, but you got to go down the rabbit hole. As you go down the rabbit hole, you got to be careful because deception is everywhere. Question everything you think you know. Question everything. I have a quote here that I made. You have to swing the bat to hit the ball. The same with your goals. You must take action that is in alignment or you won't hit the mark. I'm ready to hit the ball out of the park. See, so you got to be in alignment. If you got to take inspired action. You could work, and nothing happens because you aren't in alignment. You aren't in the frequency of whatever it is that you desire. Once you get on that vibration, it's not even gonna be like work. You're gonna be inspired. It's gonna come to you. You're gonna attract it, right? When you're in that vibration, you start attracting everything to you like a magnet. And when you're in those higher vibrations, it's like, it seems like magic. You start creating miracles, magic, miracles, alchemy. It's all one of the same. I'm literally like, I feel the energy right now. I'm tingling, got goosebumps all over. But somebody's calling me from Chicago. I don't know anybody in Chicago. But yeah, you have to swing the bat to hit the ball. The same with your goals. You must take action that is in alignment or you won't hit the mark. And I'm ready to hit it out of the dang park. So guys, to end this, we are in the end times. We're living through revelations. If you don't want to get left behind, you got to be one of them that was raising the vibration. Somebody's telling me this in Chicago. Must be kind of important. So I'm going to hop off of here. People aren't paying attention. There are two ways this can go. There's awareness and power, guys. So become aware of what's actually going on. And let's take our freaking power back. And create this new earth. And truth, love, and light. And have a namaste, y'all. Bye.